Hello there. My name is Al, and what you're looking at here is a beautiful girl, which is unfortunately not the topic of this uh, tutorial series. The tutorial series entitled Topics in Linear Algebra will be partly about linear algebra. And hang on a second. Yes, I'm sorry I was interrupted there. And well, I suppose I could have left this picture up for a while. Um, I don't really have an introduction, and I'm not exactly sure how this is going to go. But the, um, the thing that started me off going with this is a tool that I made for myself for I was trying to demonstrate one thing, a completely unrelated thing, in another tutorial series. And in the process of doing that, invented a little tool that makes it easy for one to speak about mathematical things, especially geometry. And since linear algebra and geometry are intimately related, uh, I thought that since I studied linear algebra, I could do a little series on not a full course, but through proofs and theorems and whatnot. Well, it turns out that um, in the process of doing that, hang on a sec. Where was I before? I keep getting interrupted. Um, the girl. No. Linear algebra and geometry, yes. In the process of making these videos, um, and currently I have a whole bunch, 5 or 6, that I've posted on the internet, uh, which I have no access to at present, and haven't had access to for about over a week now. Uh, so that being the case, and not being able to look anything up or do any online research, I decided to have a look around my own hard drive and see what sort of things I had. One of the things I discovered was I have Euclid's first 6 books, and I started reading them. And I found that it's actually quite fascinating. And some of the all of the proofs and demonstrations are well suited to my little tool. And so I think uh, prior to moving to linear algebra, which is in a sense what I would call algebraic geometry, doing geometry purely with symbols, and in an equation form. The the old style, the Euclidean style of doing geometry by drawing pictures and in a more visual way might be a better place to start. And in fact, a lot of the things that are quite difficult to do with algebraic geometry and linear algebra are really quite easy to do if you understand how to work with the Euclidean approach. So, in typical fashion, just as with my programming series, I'm going to take this thing from a different point of view, starting way back in the past, over 2,000 years ago, with Euclid and is Euclid's Elements, which are fascinating, as you'll find out, and quite a lot of fun. So no, I don't think I'll make two separate series because the two are very much related. Linear algebra and geometry are speaking of the same things in different languages in a sense. So that's my idea. I guess I'll keep this as my intro. It has a nice picture anyway. Alright, okay, that's the intro, and the next, I'm going to start with Euclid's Elements, Book 1, and the definitions, postulates, and axioms of Euclid, and then problems and theorems for a while, and then we'll switch to the more modern approach. Okay, see you.